Dance is the art of expression through movement. Pole dancing introduces a vertical plane to aid in this expression and create an art form like no other. Pole dancing draws inspiration from aerial acrobatics and ballet. This creates a movement that represents the struggles between balance and gravity. The final product of a pole dance is a beautiful performance inspired by many forms of athleticism. To understand this art form, it is best viewed from the perspective of a dancer. Kelly Yvonne, owner and instructor of the Choreography House, talks us through what a modern pole dancer must endure to create a successful performance, and explains how these pieces come together.
The Choreography House is a pole dance training and rehearsal facility. It was originally created to support the Girl Next Door show. It has now evolved into what I would call like a pole dance academy, and we have classes that range from obviously pole on static and spinning from the beginning levels to the professional levels. We have classes that support the pole movements. We have a line of fitness classes, rock hard bodies, core fitness. We have ballet classes that work on lines and extensions, which again supports the movement that you create on the pole. Artistic pole dancing is namely pole dance with a variety of intentions, whether it's comedic, contemporary, lyrical, introspective. You know, it's basically you combine elements of classical dance with pole fitness, and that's what you have as artistic pole dance. It's really kind of hard to put into one box, but it's beautiful, and it allows the dancer to become the artist and the pole is the paintbrush, you know, so it's a variety of interpretations, but it's definitely the combination of strength, artistry, and agility, kind of right in that beautiful intersection. That's how I define artistic pole dance. It's a studio designed to create the well-rounded performer, whether that's the person getting on a competition stage or a performance, you know, recital or show stage. Not all of our clients are performers. A lot of them just come for the fitness components because, again, creating a well-rounded performer is a well-rounded athlete. So some women just come because they can just touch on every area of the body through our curriculum.
A lot of people don't understand the challenges, how intense it is on your body, how much training you have to do. I mean, it's flexibility, it's strength, it's stamina, and just really putting that all together and dancing to it as well.
It's pure athleticism at its finest. I mean, you're doing endurance, you're doing strength training. I mean, if you think about people that are really enjoying yoga and Pilates, a lot of that, we're doing it in dance on the pole. We're just doing vertical. And so if you go to yoga class and you're trying to hold poses and use your own body weight, it's really challenging.
Bring out your legs, bring your ankles together, and your feet further back. As much as possible.
Further that way.
Ladies who are in the bridge, bring your ankles together as much as possible. Is anyone listening? Ankles together. And push. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently roll down the spine back onto your back. Yes.
Movements require just as much grace as they do balance. Therefore, ballet is an integral aspect in elevating the art form.
I'm a classically trained dancer, and I believe that ballet is the alphabet of dance, the foundation of dance. It's the foundation of all movement. And so it's very important for me to provide an outlet for the students to have that foundation and understand how it works, whether you're doing pole, how it applies to hip hop, how it applies to contemporary, it applies to pretty much all forms of movement. So it's very important to me.
Inspiration from techniques in dance, such as jazz, hip-hop, Latin burlesque, and ballet, are brought together, creating something new and something beautiful.
We have ballet for beginning levels all the way up to point. It's a class I created here. It's called On Point Pole, and everything in between. And ballet corrects lines. It allows you to understand how your body moves. And it's a lifelong pursuit. So it's very important here, and it's one of the classes that definitely sets our studio apart.
My whole life has been, being your girlfriend, being your partner, but also being a mother. So this is the first thing that I do for myself. And it means so much because being able to have something that I'm passionate about that's healthy, passionate, supportive, and growing only helps me in my life outside of pole, like being a mother and being a girlfriend. It just makes me a much happier person, and pole is very contagious. So being able to spread this awesome sport around the world.
We have our separate lives, and a lot of us have a professional life outside of our pole dancing. And so there's a lot of women that are attorneys and doctors and have director roles that come here, and it's not an alter ego, because this is definitely something that we're proud to do, and we're proud to be able to display it. And we're so fortunate that Kelly has brought this outlet to us to allow us to spread our wings and show our creativity.
I've always said to myself, that's something I want to do, want to try maybe, but was scared. I wasn't sure if I could really handle that. And working here at the Choreography House kind of led me into that area where it kind of ushered me in. I started taking classes and I just fell in love with it. I can't explain it. It's something that made me feel stronger and confident, and it totally did a number on my mind because I was able to move on and do bigger and better things that I never thought that I could do.
Our warm-up is a fusion of conditioning, strength training, core fitness, just everything that would support the movement on the pole. Because what you'll find is the stronger you are, the more you'll be able to do as far as execution of movement and agility, as well as injury prevention. So our warm-ups are pretty high endurance, and they sometimes often feel like a class itself. But it does work out the core muscles, including core, arms, triceps, biceps, lats, everything that will support healthy and safe pole movement, pole execution.
Although graceful, without proper strength training, pole dancing could be considered a dangerous sport. A great deal of mental and physical focus is required to achieve a maneuver and maintain it successfully.
This is now my only form of fitness, and it's something that I'm able to come in and I can still do it with my knee, and so I'm fortunate to be able to still do it. And I want to keep pushing those boundaries and challenging myself until I can't do it anymore.
I think the significance of the artistic pole dance movement is to showcase pole dance in an unconventional way. Not that it hasn't ever been on stage before, but I think when people, especially some of our artists, bring comedy to the pole or bring just some of the most heartfelt life experiences to the pole, it really transforms it. And so I believe that the artistic pole dance movement is transformative, and it's allowed a lot of people to explore a variety of issues that pertain to women, that pertain to the world, and that just pertain to the human experience. And I think there's a place for that, whether there's a pole or not, but it's beautiful to have this vertical apparatus to tell that story. So the method is an approach to choreography that I developed from my work with a variety of pole athletes, both nationally and internationally, for competitions, stages around the world, recitals, shows. It's not the only way to choreograph, but it's a way that I think touches on all of the important facets, including musicality, pacing, dynamics, visual balance, creative aesthetic, innovation, and such. We've recently introduced a method team, and that's a group of about 7 to 8 girls that I've personally trained in the method so that all of us are able to provide this feedback, because as our studio grows, we have more and more competitors and more people that need assistance with how to create a good routine for a performance, but largely competitions. So that's something that I think is really special about our studio. We do have a team of choreographers that can help people from, people that are just beginning pole that want to just maybe do a recital or showcase through women that are competing nationally, internationally, and it definitely makes our core strong, and it's something I'm very proud of.
Pole dancing is more than an art form or a sport. Pole dancing is a modern-day movement and a community of people who work together to elevate themselves and one another.
The Choreography House is so special to us. I think it really stands apart from other studios because there's such a large community of women from all different backgrounds, and it's like home. We come here, we can stay, we can eat, we can hang out, we can anything happens here. We're just very comfortable with one another. Everyone is friendly. We help each other with whatever we're working on at the moment. And it's a great supportive environment for us to be in. We love it. They can't get rid of us.
And everybody, all the girls are extremely supportive of each other.
Never in my life have I been around like 150 girls and we all feel like we're best friends, and it's really cool because we all help each other. We don't hold anything back, so we see each other's strengths and we don't take it as competition. We see it as, we're proud of them, and then they turn around and show it to us.
Exactly.
And so we just kind of build off of each other, and then we grow these awesome friendships. Like, I meet Sasha.
I know. I love her.
The Choreography House definitely brings the camaraderie. It's just the community of all the girls that are really, really supportive and embrace one another, and whether they're falling or whether they're getting a new trick or whether they need to be spotted while they're doing a new trick, everyone's just sort of there for everyone no matter what level they're at, and that's probably one of the biggest things that Choreography House brings to me.
The girls with poles in studios, so we're just growing, conquering the world one day at a time.
One pole at a time.
One pole at a time.
I want to keep coming back. I think I'll be pole dancing forever.